Okay, so welcome everyone. This is the Meet Naughty Cocktail Parties business opportunity event for May of 2026. And I want to thank you guys for coming on the call. So you're here to hear about the business opportunity and how to make money and have fun with our pleasure party company, Naughty Cocktail Parties. My name is Jan Mostu, and I am super excited to introduce all of you to this amazing little company with a big heart. As I talk about the business, I'll be asking questions in the chat, and we will try to read your answers out loud, so don't be shy. So first, let's see who's here in our lounge tonight. If you could put your name, where you're from, and whether you're a consultant or a guest in the chat, and let us know if you're a guest who invited you. So your name, where you're from, whether you're a consultant or guest, and who invited you if you're a guest. And Hillary's going to be reading the answers. Okay. Oh, I see Cheyenne did make it in. And she looks like she's from Mississippi. And Tandy, who is a consultant, is from Mississippi. You're going to hear from Tandy later. And Susan's iPhone is a guest. Hey, Susan, put your first and last name and who invited you, if you know that. I have a feeling Sylvia invited you. Possibly just by her reaction. Okay, and Shawandra's from Florida. And Shireen, you made it in here after all, and you are from Modesto, California.
Since everyone else is answering, I'm in Pittsburgh, PA.
Okay. Oh, yes. And Dalton's in Pittsburgh, PA. And you're going to hear from him shortly, actually. All right. I have another question, just out of curiosity. Those of you who are in the chat, consultants or guests, have you ever been in a direct sales business before? And if so, which company? There's lots of companies out there. There's Mary Kay. There is Pampered Chef for sure. So let's see who you're with. I was with Avon for a second myself, but that was a long time ago. Hillary, can you catch them?
Yeah, we have Amway, Mary Kay, somebody's worked in retail before, Pure Romance, and Too Many to Name.
Oh, too many to name. Hillary's making a list for our drawing at the end of the call. So you must be on the call to win. So please stick around to the end, okay? But it's not a long call. And just so you know, here's a sneak preview of what I am giving away, which probably Dalton will be explaining later on what that is. Okay, so we love our little company at Naughty Cocktail Parties. The consultant and the leader in the corporate office all work together to grow and improve every single day. I call us a little company with a big heart, but I also call us little because I have worked with companies that have had 30,000 consultants. And right now we have about 350 consultants covering the whole US. And needless to say, we can't quite cover the whole US. So we need more consultants everywhere, every state, because I have more party leads than I have consultants. And the interest in in-home parties is exploding because women are coming out of the woodwork. Some of the women had these parties a long time ago and they want to have another one. And some women are young and they've never even heard of them. And this just seems like a really cool idea. So we're getting lots of party leads. Okay, so, but really the best person to tell you about Naughty Cocktail Parties and its evolution over the last 2 years is our CEO, our wonderful CEO, Dalton Grady. Dalton has been with us every step of the way, and we work actually as a very good team. So Dalton, can you tell us a little bit about Naughty Cocktail Parties, the backstory, your vision, maybe a few products. However, I'm going to ask you later for some products, and also the growth that we've been experiencing.
Yes. First, cheers. I found espresso martini in the refrigerator in the break room. I don't know who put it there, but I opened it. As Jan mentioned, my name's Dalton Grady. I'm the founder and CEO of Nutty Cocktail Parties. I will save the toy talk for later on in the call. That way I don't get too distracted. Let's just start at the very beginning and I'll be quick with it. So I started as a consultant with an adult toy company in 2013. And I was doing parties, 2, 3 parties a weekend. Monday, Tuesday, I was putting the orders in and I was getting the products and I was delivering the products and I was doing it all over again. And that's what I loved. I thrived on that. You have so much fun doing it. We're going to talk about that. I've met so many people along the way and built so many friendships and relationships. I'm sure we'll talk about that. I just got invited to somebody's baby shower that was a host a bajillion years ago, and I just love that. So, anyways, I started doing parties in 2013, and then I can't believe it was only a short 3 years. Everything kind of came to a halt, and the company that I was working for closed their doors, and the other company purchased them, did not allow men at their parties or in their business as a consultant. So I was like totally stuck. That was early on in the week, and I had parties that weekend, and I really didn't know what to do. Another company called me up and said, "Hey, we're really sorry about what happened. Here's some stuff, no strings attached, do your thing." Well, what was I supposed to do? I had a party on Friday night, so I took it. They overnighted me the products, I did it. And I did that for a couple months. But here's what I learned, and it was nothing to do with that company at all. Because at the end of the day, it wasn't their products. I was able to very easily take this vibrator and I'll show this vibrator and this toy and show this toy. But what I learned is that there was such a feeling of family and connection and community and relationship with the company that I started with and that I loved. And the other one just didn't have that. And they were great, but they just didn't have that. So I went off and I did my own thing. And I thought, okay, let me open up Microsoft Word, let me get a little clip art, let me make a catalog. They're hanging in the hallway at the office. And so I did my own thing for a little while, and I officially started Naughty Cocktail Parties in 2016. And I was just doing it, doing parties, found some products. I was just running my own little business, right? 1 year later, we got our first consultant. I'm in Pennsylvania. We got our first consultant in New Jersey, not too far from here, but kind of random, right? And she called and she said, "Oh, I'd love to sell for your company." She saw my website. And I was like, "Oh, it's not all that, but sure." And at the time, I had a sign that I keep saying I'm going to hang back up in my office here now. I had a sign at home in my office that said, "Say yes and figure it out later." And I'm so glad that I did that. But I said yes and I figured it out. And so started with one consultant, and what I think we were up to 30, 40 consultants, which was a lot. Because again, remember, I was just doing this to have fun and party and make some extra money on the weekends. And then just a couple short years ago, oh my gosh, how much we've grown. As Jan mentioned, over 300 consultants across the country. It all came on essentially overnight. I think we just caught our breath here. And in 2 years, what we've done, we've moved what felt like a bajillion times. We've expanded and then we moved into a big new space. But we've really grown into this space now. We have everything under one roof, office space, production, which we'll talk about, our shipping. So all of our inventory, packaging, all of that, all under one roof, which is really great. And well, I don't know. I kind of got stuck there because now I felt like that brought us to the present day.
Well, if I have anything to say about it, Dalton, put back up that sign that says "say yes and figure it out later."
I think it's going to go right over here where I can see it up on my computer.
Okay, so thank you, Dalton. As I mentioned, my name is Jan Mostu, and I have been selling sensual products through in-home parties for 30 years. But I'm not alone. Our team is full of experts ready to help you build a business that's both fun and profitable. We know you're in here because you're curious. Maybe you want to make some new friends or belong to a great community or promote sexual wellness. But let's be real, most likely you want to make some extra money. In today's world, we're all stretching to make ends meet. So in the chat, I have a question for you. If someone handed you an extra $200 right now, what would you do with it? Would you spend it? Would you go shopping? Would you save it? Would you pay a bill? Would you buy groceries? What would you do with an extra $200 if someone just handed it to you right now? Tandy's getting a facial. I saw that. Hillary, what do we have?
Go pay a bill or go get groceries.
Yeah,
That's a good one. Groceries are so expensive now.
Both cost the same amount.
yeah.
Save it for my vacation. Gas.
Gas. Yeah.
I would get this movement. Look at that. Shireen, I need it touched up.
All right. Anything else? Oh, Botox.
Botox.
There she is.
Shireen, really? Okay. So the reason I asked you is guess what? The average in-home party sale in the United States is $500, and your profit on that party is $200. A party only lasts about 3 hours. So if you did one party a week, you would add $800 to your monthly income, and that could be a game changer in your life and in your family's life. And unlike other industries, the pleasure party business is thriving. People are celebrating bachelorette birthdays, divorces, and housewarmings, et cetera, just girls' nights in. And after the last few years, women are desperate to connect and laugh together. We make this happen, and believe me, they are grateful to their consultants. They are so happy that they got to just play for a couple hours. I know that not everyone wants or can do in-home parties. Some of you are all about social media selling. With NCP, you design your own style. In the chat, just out of curiosity, let me know, are you thinking of selling through in-home only, online only, or maybe a combination?
I see social selling. Both, but nervous.
Oh, we all were nervous, don't worry. Yeah.
Both.
Both, good.
Both mostly in home.
Yep. Tandy's a big in-home seller.
Both.
Yep. And Sarah really works the online social selling, actually. So we have all different kinds. All right. Okay. So the truth is most consultants choose a combination. They kind of do some of all of it. Some lean more towards the in-home parties, and some lean towards the online more. Consultants that have been around for a while usually dabble in all of this. So you probably want to know, how do you start? And starting is simple. You purchase a kit, but right now the kits are on sale. Or you can also start with our Quick Start program. Once you've started, whichever kit or Quick Start you choose, you are immediately a consultant with a 40% buying discount, and that's your instant profit. Also, on top of that, you can earn sales bonuses. You can earn an additional 5% to 10% of your sales in cash monthly. And you can also get leadership bonuses by building a team and earning commissions on their sales monthly. We offer a supportive team atmosphere with a friendly Facebook group, monthly Zoom meetings, and periodic contests and incentives. Plus, sometimes we do an entire team sales event. So actually right now we are experimenting with something called a naughty game night. And that's for the entire team to bring their guests and sell. And it makes it really easy for the new consultant, because there'll be a seasoned consultant showing products, but we will turn your guests right back to you to actually make the sale. But let's say you just want to be a hobbyist. No problem. You get a website and an online office to ship directly to your customers. And here's something really important. There are no monthly minimum sales requirement. No monthly minimum sales requirement. No quarterly minimum sales requirement. No annual minimum sales requirement. It simply costs $15.95 a month to keep your site open. That keeps all of it, keeps your Naughty Cocktail Parties account open, keeps your buying discount, the 40%, keeps your website up and running for you to market, all of it. And honestly, that $15.95 is basically the profit of selling one bottle of our arousal oil. So, and that's one of our top selling products. With Naughty Cocktail Parties, you are the captain of your own ship. And speaking of arousal oil, I was wondering if Dalton could speak about a few of our exclusive products. Don't get carried away. I know we have 100 of them. Just give us a few, Dalton.
I will talk about arousal oil because it is our #1 selling item. She is not lying or exaggerating on that. Arousal oil is one of the products, one of the many products that is 100% our formula. And this product in particular is a product that I spent a year developing. It took a lot of friends and family members being very willing to put different things, different places. And we got a really, really, really good product. And what's cool about arousal oil is that all of the essential oils that are used in it are certified organic, which is always a good thing. There's a lot more consistency, a lot more quality control with that. But with arousal oil, here's the crazy thing. I can't just say that it does one thing. Everybody reacts to it differently. Some females will get cooling, warming, tingling. It does also work on men. And same thing, kind of that cooling, tingling. Now, I'll say that it's not as great on men because, of course, it doesn't have the chance to go in anywhere. So arousal oil is one of my favorite products. I am very particular about arousal oil. I'll make sure it is down to the milliliter to make sure that recipe is right every single time. There's also a handful of other products that we make here at Naughty Cocktail Parties, from our sugar scrubs to our lotions to body oil.
That's the prize tonight, Dalton. So you might want to describe it.
Okay. Body oil, soon to be shave cream, which is so exciting and also kind of scary at the same time. I know it took a year to make arousal oil, and I feel like shave cream's only been a few short months. Oh, I grabbed this out of my drawer. I wanted to talk about this, our massage bar, and this was a really, really fun product to make, little moon face. All natural ingredients in this, and it's hard enough to not melt when we ship it to you or your customer, but it's also soft enough that whenever you start rubbing on the skin, it melts down into a wonderful massage oil. And it's not too thick, it's not too thin. It's like the perfect, honestly, just moisturizer too. I always joke, I don't know whatever happened to the beans. I bought one from a store 10 or 15 years ago, and I'm thinking back with that person, like, where'd the beans ever go?
You're supposed to plant them.
Well, do we just have beanstalks growing in bedrooms across the country? And we're always experimenting with new things, not just because we want to make sure we're bringing good quality products, but also because it's really important for you as the consultant to be able to say that you can only get our products at a Naughty Cocktail Party. By keeping it all in-house, we can not only control the quality, the consistency, but the exclusivity of the product as well.
Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next, you're actually going to hear another voice. I want you to hear from one of our amazing top selling leaders, Tandy Collier, about her experience in both this industry and in this particular company, Naughty Cocktail Parties.
All right, so my name is Tandy Collier, and I live in Madison, Mississippi. I have been in the party planning business for next month. At the end of the month will be 11-year anniversary. So super excited. I got into this business for a little extra money. I had the same consultant from 2002 to 2015, Sherry Weaver, amazing. I got into it because I was tired of giving Sherry all my money. I needed a little extra money, and it just seems like a lot of fun. I loved the products. I loved the products for myself. It was going to be cheaper for me to get into the business. But at one point in time, I was a single mom. When I got into this business, I was newly married. In 2015, my husband and I finally tied the knot, but I had been a single mom. So I wanted to have my own nest egg, make sure that I was taken care of. And when Sherry came and did a party in June of 2015, in 13 years, I never asked her, how much money did you actually make? And that night, everybody was going home with these like really, really big bags. And she made about $1,000 in 3 hours. And I was like, holy crap. Okay, tell me more. So she shared the opportunity with me. She has been like a mama, a sister. My mom was working for the church. I was in the choir, and my parents were just like, what are you doing? My mom's like, Dandy, please don't tell anybody what you're doing. Do you know Sherry Weaver came 2 hours down, had lunch with my mama, put her mind at ease and her heart at ease. And at the end of that conversation, I said, Mom, have you seen the daycares? I help with that. So I got into it for the money, for the fun, just to be able to laugh and cut up. And I had a couple months into my business that I had somebody to call me that said, thank you for saving my marriage. Just by having that conversation and that one-on-one connection. So my business grew into part of my heart. And my phone line is open at all times, day and night. So if they have a question, I love doing marriage coaching. I love doing all kinds of different things. Well, 1 year after getting into this party planning business, I was able to retire from 21 years of banking. Loved it, never thought about leaving, but I left it because I was able to be a stay-at-home mom, a stay-at-home wife. I worked my business on the weekends, and I went back to school. I never missed an event for my son. My son was born 1 pound, 12 ounces. He had heart surgery, eye surgery. They told me he was going to die, and they told me I couldn't have any more children. So to have that experience and be a stay-at-home mom and be able to pick him up, take him, how's your day, meant so much to me. I didn't have to call in sick or call anybody saying my child is sick, and my boss telling me get a better backup plan. And if you're a mom, that hurts. I was able to take care of my mother-in-law when she was in the nursing home and assisted living. I was able to take care of 3 sets of grandparents while they're in the nursing home and on in-home hospice. And I was working my business online. The family that I built, the sisterhood that I built, the stories, the travel that I was able to do with this business, it's just been phenomenal. And I always tell my team, what you put into your business, you're going to get out of your business. So then things started pivoting. The company that we were with was making some changes, and Sherry came to me and said, hey, we found this fantastic company, Not a Cocktail Parties, and it aligns with the same values that we've always had about the relationships, the family, and making sure that you're putting your customers first and having that heart in there. And I'm like, I'm there. I did not have to blink twice. And when I hopped over a couple of years ago, it was just amazing. I fell in love with Dalton. I fell in love with being able to spend time with them and laugh and cut up and doing like a retreat together and building that relationship, because when you have people that are like-minded all the way around you, it fills your heart, it fills you up, and it makes you want to do more, and like you're not in it by yourself. And I knew when Sherry and Jan came and said, hey, we found this company, I was like, I'm there. Look, when you meet Dalton, he is such a cutie patootie. With my personal business, I was able to bring my husband home. So he retired in March of 24, and I went back to work. And y'all, this is so funny. I went back to work for a Wealth Hospitality. It's a hotel developer and business. They were interviewing me, and I was interviewing them because I said, you know what I do on the side, right? And they're like, oh yeah, we've already seen all of your Facebook and all of your TikTok things. And I was, okay, I will not give up my business. I love my business. I love those connections. And like Jan was talking about, there's not enough of us. I cover Mississippi. I go to Louisiana. I go to Alabama and all that area. I've done bachelorette parties in Nashville, and they pay for me to go on this trip with them. Sherry called me and said, hey, I was on my way to work and I did a party, and it was a bachelorette party. Last minute, she said, "Can you do it tonight?" I said, "Well, I got to go and get my stuff." I called my husband. I said, "Hey, can you bring me all my boxes? Can you load up my car?" While I was at work, I went into the party. By the end of the party, they were loving on me, hugging me, and they invited me to the wedding. So that is why you get into the business, is to make those relationships and not be a one-night stand. It fills my heart, it fills my cup, and I'm able to be here with my family and not have to choose in between them.
All right, Tandy. Well, I have to follow that. Very good. Very nice. So you can see that Tandy feels passionately about naughty cocktail parties, and actually we all do too. So how do you get started? We have on sale right now 3 kits. The standard kit is on sale for $89, and it's a value of $262. It's a great starter kit. It's perfect for a pop your box party with your friends. That's where you get your friends together. You open your box. You don't even need to do a presentation. You just pass the catalogs around. Then there's the deluxe kit. It's on sale for $179, and it's a value of $527. There's 13 products to demo. And so you can go out and do a party with that kit, and it's a very well-rounded kit. And then the last kit for the women who are go big or go home is the premium kit, and it's on sale for $369, and it's a value of $1,092. And this kit has 23 products and a super cute branded tote bag. And just so you know, a lot of us show 24 products at a party. So pretty much you get that kit. You just book your parties, grab your kit. It's your demo that you're going to show at your parties, and you just start your business ASAP. There's no reason to stall at all. But Dalton, I think there's something extra along with those discounted prices in this kit special. Is that correct?
Yes. So the body oil I kind of talked about earlier, which conveniently you're giving away. So not only are you saving some money on the kit, but you're also getting our second best selling product. I would say that's our second best selling is body oil. So all of the kits come with this one, but with the standard kit, you're getting 1 extra bottle. With the deluxe, you're getting 2 extra bottles. And with the premium, you're getting 3 extra bottles. So you'll have 4 bottles of body oil in the premium kit. Those are $25 a bottle. So that's another $25 to $75 value. Now, what can you do with this? Because you might be new to this altogether. You probably haven't tried our products yet. You probably don't know anything about a body oil yet. Let me tell you, you could do a couple things with this. And whoever invited you tonight, your sponsor, your leader, they'll give you some suggestions as well. But off the top of my head, you can use this as a incentive to book a party. Your first party, say, hey, book your first party with me, get a free body oil. You could use it to give away. You could make a Facebook group, and maybe that could be your first, hey, invite all your friends to my group and I'm going to give away a body oil. Or if you want to sell it for $25 profit, go for it, because that's what it's worth. So you can do so many things with these free bottles. And the fragrance it is one of my favorite out of Naughty Body, the coconut lemongrass. It's so good year round, but especially for summer. It's delicious. And that coconut lemongrass in the body oil, I don't know, something with all the other ingredients, the jojoba, the coconut, there's vitamin C in our body oil. There's pheromones in our body oil.
And one
Formulated.
secret ingredient that no other body oil has, at least none that we know of. Caffeine.
Oh, the caffeine.
The caffeine for tightening and firming your skin. So you're not only moisturizing your skin, but you're firming your skin at the same time. So if a kit isn't right for you right now, also we have a quick start program. It's only $29 to join. And if you have questions about that and what that entails, and you want the scoop, just stay to the end of the call and we'll be happy to explain it all to you. So we aren't a cookie cutter company. Our goal is to stay innovative, affordable, and family style. You aren't just a number here. You are a valued team member. And so I think, unless anyone else has anything else to say, that it's prize time. What do you guys think? Prize time? Yeah. Okay, so as you know, I am giving away a body oil, and this one is in Floral Fantasies. This is going to go to a guest who is on the call, and Hillary has been writing the names down, and I'm just going to have her number them randomly. I can't see her notes. So Hillary, assign numbers to them in random order.
Okay.
All right. So how many guests do you have?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have 6 guests.
Okay, so let me number real quick.
Number them first. Okay. All right. In that case, I'm going to choose. You did them randomly,
I
right?
did them random.
Okay. Then I choose number 1.
Number 1 is Tracy Brown.
Tracy Brown. Congratulations, Tracy Brown. I am going to send you a body oil. And who invited Tracy? Okay, so you're going to get
Thank
her
you, Miss
address,
Hillary.
Hillary. Okay, all right. Tracy, congratulations.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank you.
you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, you give your shipping address to Hillary, and Hillary will pass it to me, and I will send it out. So I want all of you guys to reach back out to the consultant who invited you here, all the guests. But that's not to say that we aren't happy to answer any questions. We're done for the evening, but if somebody has some questions, we're happy to answer them right now. You can ask in the chat if you want to.
While people are thinking about that, because I know sometimes we get a little nervous and we don't ask questions, you're welcome to. I'll kill you some time and plug that I will be traveling. I call it my Beyonce Carter World Tour. It's really only 2 weekends, but it seems like this big tour, world tour. I will be traveling with our soon to be released new products in, oh my God, just a couple weeks. The first and second weekend of June. The first weekend, I will be in Bruce, Mississippi, like way, way down south, like down south and then down a little bit further. And the second weekend, complete opposite, I will be in Sacramento, California. So this year, I'm doing it over the span of 2 weekends, and all are welcome. All consultants are welcome to that. I would love to meet you all in person, and some of you I cannot wait to see again. What is that? I can't believe it's only a couple weeks away.
It's happening really soon, Dalton.
Yeah, June 5th through 7th in Mississippi and June 12th through 14th in Sacramento.
All right, and I saw Susan ask the question about the Quick Start program. So the way the Quick Start program works is it's $29 to start. You actually are not purchasing a kit, but you are becoming a full-blown consultant. You have a 40% buying discount. You have your website to market. You have your back office. You're treated as a consultant. There's no difference at all. You're invited to all the consultant things. And you'll get a little packet of a few catalogs and samples, but really you don't have a kit. But that's a good way to start if you just can't afford a kit, because within your first 60 days, you can still purchase a kit. So let's say you start with the $29 because that's all you can afford right now. And you start really marketing your business online, your personal public website, and you get some orders and you're going to earn 40% from those orders and start building up some funds. Then in your first 60 days, you can still purchase any of the kits. So that is an option. If someone wants to take that option, it's absolutely available to you. And team party, question mark?
You wanna tell them about the team party?
Yes, yeah. So what we're doing this time is kind of an experiment. We have a Facebook group, which anybody is invited to, encouraged to join. So whether you sign up as a consultant or you don't, please have your consultant add you to our team group. It's for a game night, and we're doing it this Sunday on Zoom. And so we have a Facebook group, but the game is going to be on Zoom, I think. And so the idea is we're going to play 3 short games. They're naughty games. And I will be giving out a prize. But on top of that, you're going to earn points, and the points can turn into discounts on products. So for all guests, let's say you sign up tonight, then I want you to invite your friends into that game night, that naughty game night, so you can have them learn about the products and then turn back to you and place their orders. All right. Well, thank you guys once again for coming on. I know that you've got precious time in the evening, and I really appreciate it that you spent some time with us. And go back to the person who invited you. And I hope to see you around the water cooler.
Yeah, she said, or also in Mississippi or California. I'd love to see you there.
Thank you. Okay.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.